Hey girl, it's Coach B. Wiley. I got a question about long distance dating and if it lasts. My thing is, don't jump into a long distance relationship if you can't even handle a short distance relationship. Meaning, if you can't even handle dating someone that you can literally reach out and touch. And what that looks like is that you can just go over to his house because he lives a few minutes away. He's 30 minutes or less. You can pop in, have lunch. You can go walk in the park. You can easily see him, because when it comes to long distance, that takes a lot of communication. And because the human race is drowning in the lack of education and or simply don't want to communicate, let's put it that way, how in the world are you going to date someone who doesn't live where you live? It just doesn't make sense. So the best thing for you to do is look at yourself. And I know a lot of women don't like to do that. Why do I say that? Because I'm a woman, I know, and then I see women, I observe women, I coach women, and some women are just in their own minds and they decided they are who they are. So if you're one of those chicks, if you are who you are is not going to get the do. So why don't you tweak it a little bit? There's nothing wrong with tweaking. I ain't saying change who you are and your character. I'm saying make a few tweaks, sis, so you can get what you want. So when you're dating, think about the dudes that you dated that are right here in your city. Think about your communication style and your communication skills. What were your issues when you were in that dating situation? Because those same issues are going to come up in a long distance situation. You think just because he here, y'all all on top of each other, you see each other every day, all day, and that's what's getting on your nerves. And so you figure, well, if he lived a little further out, we wouldn't have access to each other. So when we see each other, we'll miss each other. And we really won't even be thinking about our issues because we'll be having so much fun because we missed each other. Wrong. At some point, those issues you was having with the previous dudes that you was dating are going to show up with the next dude you date. Why? Because you have not worked on yourself. And I always tell you, ladies, take your pause for the cause. How did I get to where I am right now to teach y'all what I'm teaching y'all and to have literally 500,000 views across all of my social media over the last decade? I literally worked on myself. Everything that I'm teaching and training you to do, no one taught me and trained me to do that. I had to figure it out with trial and error. And ain't nobody trying to go through all them errors just to get to where they need to be. So that's why I'm showing up right here, right now. And I need for you to reconsider going long distance. And I need for you to look back. I always tell you to look back over the last 3 dating situationships you've had. And by situationships, I mean not literal situationships, but if they were situationships, look over those. Excuse my list, I got my retainer in. But you want to look over those, and then you want to look over the last relationships, the dudes you were dating that you took serious, they took you serious, and it was reciprocated, it just didn't work out. You need to find out why it didn't work out and how is your communication. Because a lot of dating situations are failing every hour on the hour due to communication. So before you jump out the window and go long distance with the dude that you currently are talking to right now who lives 6 hours away, I need for you to understand what kind of communicator you are, get to find out what kind of communicator he is, and work on previous bad communication styles you've had. Because until you do that, specifically speaking on long distance relationships, it's going to be a challenge for you to be and have the strength that you need in order to enunciate, in order to use a proper dialect, body language, tone. And I say body language because you're going to FaceTime. Just you're going to be looking at him like I'm looking at you right now. And you just have to work on these things. And I have something in mind. It's check the link in my bio. How to communicate with your mate. Super inexpensive. It's less than $10. You want to go in there. You want to download How to Communicate with Your Mate, where I give you the B. Wiley basics. And what I mean by basics, I literally give you ABC 1, 2, 3 on how to communicate. And I give you different scenarios on how to control your tone, your body language, and your attitude, and how to leave your emotions behind when it comes to communicating with people, because a lot of people women will lead with our emotions versus leading with the actual factuals in the receipts. So if you want to be a better communicator, I got plenty of videos for you to watch for free. Coach B. Wiley on all the things. Outside of that, if you want to take it up a step further, go into my store, link in my bio, How to Communicate with Your Mate, so you can learn something. Because you don't want no dude that don't know how to communicate, do you? Like attracts like. So you know you're not the best communicator. You might as well invest in yourself, because you're going to have to invest good energy into that relationship. So do what you got to do for you so you can be the best version of you. So then you can ultimately attract likeness like you. You got it? Are you ready to communicate better? Look at me. Are you ready to communicate better? It's this. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I got my retainer and I gotta wear it 22 hours a day because I got one of my teeth is on the fritz. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you got it in the comments and who's ready to download that book. Let me know. Talk to you later.